So you're not going to pick Texas, huh?
My
You're not going
mind
to pick with your
thinks-
emotion. You're going to pick with your.
Not picking with my heart.
You're going to pick with your brain now.
Yeah. I don't know that that's any better. You like that?
Hello, hello, hello. Another round, another exciting show. This is the Mike and Jrod Show. Broadcasting live from high atop Scott Social Media Studios in the heart of the Cedar City, just outside of America's Music City.
That's
This is your host, Michael Clay.
Dude, I think you're trying not to say
Trying
SEC
too hard?
review. No.
I get it. I get it. You're saying I'm trying too hard. I'm a try hard. That's what my son always calls all these video gamers. They're tryhards.
Tryhards?
Tryhards. That's what he says they are.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. All these video gamers, they're tryhards.
So welcome. Hey, audience, you out there?
Oh, there they are. There they are.
Imaginary audience.
So glad to have you today.
That's
so
right.
glad to have you.
Click on analytics. I like
Yeah, hopefully the YouTube stream is going to kick in like it's supposed to. We'll see.
So, yeah, show 20. We're 20 shows in, man. New name and everything.
That means we're almost drinking age.
Yeah. Ooh, next week we can
Next
drink.
week we can drink.
Yes.
It's about dang time.
21.
About
We
dang
grow
time.
up. So proud of us.
I know it.
Yeah. Yeah, so how was your week, man? Did you have a good weekend?
It's the week before closing week at Kroger, so I'm a little feeling
That's
it
not
right now.
fun. Yeah.
But did some computer upgrades and got a little techie, I guess. So
You're always techie.
I know it. That's me.
Yep.
Techie.
The
Although I
texter.
wish YouTube was more techie with us. That'd be great if they were.
I know. I wonder if the shorts at the beginning like that cause it to slow down.
Yeah, they may.
Because
We may
it'll
have
get
to-
better here in a minute.
We may have to do something else. We'll have to try something else. Who knows?
Yeah.
I think there's a way to download them. We'll see if we can do that maybe next time.
Yeah. Ooh, we're getting viewers. I like
So
it.
glad to have our viewers tonight.
Yeah.
So exciting to see the graph shoot up.
Yeah, I like
Now
that.
we just need some trash talk in the chat.
It'll start up, I'm sure. You can live chat along with us. If we don't always recognize a comment or two, don't worry, we will. We get sidetracked too, so that's sometimes why we don't recognize it.
And whether or not we've got any Kentucky fans out there, I'm sure they're like loving life right now.
Yeah, Vandy, a big weekend for them at home,
Vandy
man.
and
They're hard
Kentucky
to
are
play.
showing out. They weren't hardly ranked at all, and now all of a sudden they're whipping everybody.
Well, Kentucky's not whipping Vandy though. That's right. Yeah, so survey questions last week. We had participation in that. Pretty good. Just to kind of recap last week's surveys was if you could be in the NFL backup, what position you'd want to be. Kind of easy position.
So Towns just said, "What's up, boys?" I'm curious to hear what Towns said. Did he say he was going to be the backup punter?
He did. He did. He wanted to be. Well, he said punter. He didn't say backup. But yeah, he wanted to be punter. He filled out the survey. He wanted to be a punter. He said for NFL and then a closing pitcher, a closer.
Ooh, the closer.
Yeah,
I don't know. That seems like a priority role.
it is.
That's
but
not a side role. That's a pretty serious role.
if you're a closer on a bad team that never wins, you never have to play.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they come in last inning to close the game out.
So they leave the losers out there for the whole game.
Or reliefs or whatever. So if they're losing 4-0, the closer ain't coming out. They'll come out when they're up like 2-1, 5-4. They come up just to close it out to win the game in the last inning. So it's probably not a bad choice.
Learning a lot today.
Yeah, especially if you're on a crappy team. You may go out like 20 times in a year, if that.
So you get
In
paid
162
the
games.
big bucks to sit there and lean on the rail.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that's what all the
yeah.
guys that aren't playing, they're all sitting there leaning on the rail watching, right?
And see, that's what I chose, a relief pitcher, because I think they have the most fun out there in the bullpen.
It says backup quarterback and designated hitter.
Yeah, so that was Jay Hood. He filled it out, too. He said backup QB is the best job in sports, and the second best is designated hitter. So
The DH, baby.
yeah. Then we had other than Towns football, everybody said backup QB.
Oh, everybody wanted to be the quarterback.
And then
Jason says he wants to be the backup water boy.
yeah, he filled out QB and relief pitcher. That's what I would be: backup quarterback or and relief pitcher.
What was the movie with the water boy movie? Who was it? Adam Sandler?
Adam Sandler, yeah.
You know, I never wanted to be a water boy until after that movie.
Yeah.
Now I want to be a water boy for the rest of my life.
Mama
I mean, I
said-
brought you your water today, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're
So I'm the
working on
water
it.
boy.
Yeah. Cheers. Thank
How you like that there, Jason?
Yeah.
I brought Michael his water today.
I got my own water boy. For
He's got
the
his
show.
own water boy.
That's my payment.
I have to have some coffee today, though. You know why I have to have some coffee today? Because I didn't ride the train with Jason this week.
That's your fault too.
That's totally my fault.
Yeah.
Jason's been harassing me to get back and ride the train. The train is so early and so late, though.
Yeah. You know, I can tell when you ride the train because you'll text me at like 5:30. I'm like, what is he doing?
Why is he texting?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm riding the train with Jason. That's why.
Nothing to do. Yeah. I'm like, man, he's asking me questions.
Bobby Boucher.
Yep. Bobby Boucher. Maybe I could be the next water boy
There you go. There you go.
when he's old and retired.
Like, have you seen that skit? That guy. Remember we did that. The guy that had the skit, right? I showed it the video in the show.
Which?
He was,
yeah, like SEC short.
yeah. So he does a mean LSU Tigers impression.
Oh.
It's great.
Like the coach in the movie.
Yes.
Yeah, or what fan or
That's
whatever
exactly
it is.
what I thought about. That's exactly what I
man.
thought about. Yep.
That's funny. Yeah. So yeah, survey question was good. This week's survey question.
You know, you mentioned something, and I think I'd like to get the audience's feedback about your potential guest host.
Oh, okay.
Do you want me to say it or no?
A guest on the show.
Yeah.
You can. I haven't contacted the guy.
Okay, so I
been
want to hear what
waiting.
everybody thinks, right? So,
Yeah.
Michael, do you want to describe him, or you want me to describe him?
I will since I can. I don't know what you're gonna do. What you're gonna say? You don't know the guy though.
No, I don't know the guy, but I know your description of the guy.
Oh, okay.
And it seemed like you had said something about midget wrestling.
No, he's no, he's not a no.
He's not a midget wrestler.
No,
he's a normal wrestler.
Yeah, we met him at Gladeville Wrestling.
That's right, Gladeville Wrestling. So
Which is
we were
still
talking about
going
doing a
on
live
Fridays.
stream from the Gladeville Wrestling. If only the Gladeville Community Center had fast enough internet to handle our live stream.
Yeah, I bet they don't. The Glade probably does not have
The Glade.
fast internet.
I don't know. The state subsidizes internet now, so.
Yeah, but they could give you the worst. They don't have to provide fast internet. They just say internet.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
Right.
I guess so.
Yeah. But yeah,
So you want to tell our audience about him so that we kind of have a little. So
Yeah,
he is
I
a
don't-
wrestler, but he does
Yeah.
wrestling outfits.
yeah, he wrestles. And matter of fact, I think he just went down to Huntsville. He makes outfits for AEW wrestling, All Elite.
AEW.
And
That's
I
a
just
look
saw
it up.
on Facebook he was down there for a show, and then he still wrestles on the side.
All Elite Wrestling.
Yeah.
Oh, they have a wiki.
Yeah. It's like
It's a legit league.
no, it's like the third biggest right now. You got WWE.
The third biggest.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest. I'm not the second biggest. I'm the third
I mean,
biggest.
Cody Rhodes, who is on WWE, he kind of helped get it going.
So who is the big he and Tony Khan?
Yeah, I don't watch it much.
Let's look up
but-
Shahid.
Yeah, he founded it.
Where's his wrestling outfit?
I don't know. Well, he's a
Oh, he's the owner. He's
yeah.
not.
Yeah, almost.
Oh, it's owned by them.
Yeah.
Trying to find some of the winners. Oh, there they are. Yeah, Matt
The
and
Young
Nick,
Bucks, yeah.
the Young Bucks.
But yeah, Cody Rhodes is Dusty Rhodes' son.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, and now he's like one of the main guys in WWE.
Oh.
He jumped from AEW. Like WWE will get a lot of those guys. You know,
They're the farm team then.
Kinda, yeah.
The minor leagues.
But yeah,
Young
it's
Bucks.
and for this guy, you know, that's a big jump to be able to work for them. I think that's pretty cool. You go from wrestling in Gladeville and all around. He wrestles all around, but
Yeah, we should have him. I'm sure the audience would love to hear from him.
yeah, I think it'd be interesting. He's a young guy. I mean, he's probably
Maybe he could bring some of his
early
outfits for us,
20s.
and you could try one on.
that would be awesome. Yeah, I have to ask him about it. I hadn't
You're gonna have to work out a little bit for that one. Mine would be like, who was the big
King
giant?
Kong?
The giant?
Oh, Andre Giant.
Andre, yeah.
I was gonna say King Kong Bundy, but
King
either
Kong
one.
Bundy.
Yeah, King Kong Bundy didn't have hair, so maybe Andre the Giant.
Roddy Piper.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's old school right there.
Yeah, I liked him.
What was his? Didn't he have a saying? What was it? Because there was Hulk Hogan too, right?
Yeah. Oh, Hulk Hogan back in the day, he was my.
He was your hero, huh?
Oh yeah, he was my favorite back then. Now, like as I've gotten older, and we used to watch me and Moxie a couple years ago. I had the WWE, and I could watch all the old WWF shows and stuff. And as I watch back, man, I was more of like a Greg the Hammer. Now I like Greg the Hammer Valentine watching. I like more of the bad guys now when I watch it.
Greg the Hammer. Huh?
Oh yeah, he was great. One of the best matches I was watching. It was in WrestleMania. I think it was WrestleMania 8.
All right, fans, my guest at this time is the very controversial host of Piper's Pit.
Piper's
He's
Pit.
from Glasgow, Scotland.
Yeah,
His name, Howard. Just
I
a
don't know
second.
if we want to
Could you
show
hand me
that.
that chair?
It's gonna be questionable.
Hey, going to be a nice guy.
There he is.
They have horrible people. Let's close my eyes.
I think he was when Macho Man would do his promos.
It's Macho Man.
Put in Macho Man cream of the crop. That dude, if he wasn't on something right before he filmed that,
He was lit, huh?
dude, this is the best.
WrestleMania 3 at the Silverdome in Pontiac, Michigan. It's a
And
day that I'm
probably
certain
don't
my
need to
guest
show
at
it
this
all.
time
It
will
ain't
not
for a
forget.
good show, but
I'm
man,
talking about the former.
whole thing.
Oh, I'm laughing
man,
so
it is
hard. I'm
good.
like crying over here.
Then we don't have to show, but then he's got him and Hogan do one when they're the Mega Powers, and they have to be just out of their mind.
Yeah.
And they start shaking hands, and man, it is one. Look that one up after the show. You'll have to watch that one. Macho Man Hulk Hogan Mega Powers.
Mega Power.
Oh my God! Some of these are the best promos, but that's my favorite I've ever seen of anybody doing a promo. Macho Man, cream of the crop.
Uh-oh. We played too much. They detected video in the stream belonging to someone else.
Oh, the stream's temporarily blocked.
So if we lose you, I'm sorry. We watched too much Macho Man.
Yeah, probably should. Yeah.
Warning. Warning.
I wonder, can they see us?
It says added your channel to their what? What's it say?
ID claims. Yeah, we got a little too much on there.
From C. Gatto. The Macho Man.
Yeah, it's so good.
You know, C. Gatto didn't originally record that, so I'm not really sure how that's...
Yeah. Who knows who he is? I don't know.
I don't think he has the rights to Macho Man either.
No, probably because it has WWF in the back, maybe.
It's just some computer algorithm. It's the AI.
Oh, is that what it is? So you think they can still... People see us out there?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe, maybe not. Who knows?
Oh, that's funny. Oh, yeah. Macho Man did play. He played for the Reds. He was
You're
in the
kidding
farm
me.
system. Yeah, I don't think he made it pro.
Wow.
I don't think. But, yeah, he was a baseball player.
So we'll have to make
An
sure that
athlete.
next time we stick it like in a little box.
Yeah. Or we just tell them and you can watch it for a second.
Yeah, we'll post it to the
Post it
Facebook
to the
or
page,
something.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, it went away.
Yeah, now we're back.
That's awesome, though.
Sorry if we
how
got
good
dropped.
Was that, though?
That was great.
Yeah.
I was laughing so hard. I
Yeah.
can't even put my glasses back on. I'm still tearing up.
Okay, they see you. So good, but yeah, I have to approach him. I think he would come on. It
What
would be
happened
cool.
to Macho Man anyway? Is he still alive?
No, he's passed away. Man, it's been a while, I would say. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Oh, it's that video is the one that pops up.
It's one of the classic
legendary.
ones.
Huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, he died in 2011.
Yep.
Yeah.
So good though, man.
Man, his muscles.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what happened this week. I got me.
You got muscles?
I got a workout bench. So I'm gonna try to
Uh-oh.
build some muscle.
Oh, you're gonna get into wrestling.
When I came out of the army, man, I was pretty stout.
I remember you. You told me about that heart attack.
Heart attack while driving.
Good gracious.
That's a rough way to go.
Yeah.
Sounds kind of sudden though.
Yeah.
Was he driving? I guess he was driving his Corvette. He got the Corvette
I
here,
don't
the
know.
80s Corvette in the background.
That's a cool car. I want a heart attack when I'm sleeping. I feel like that's the best way.
Yeah,
In your sleep.
in your sleep.
I think. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, the wife and I were talking about it. She's like, no, she doesn't want that.
Really? She doesn't want to wake up.
She doesn't want to wake up to me being
Yeah.
dead.
Well, I mean,
did you meet Rodney Griffin?
yeah.
His grandfather just got done dropping the boat in the water.
Mm-hmm.
He's backing the trailer up into the parking space. Taking out heart attack right
Really?
there over the truck, over the steering wheel of the truck.
And just
Now, if there's a way to go, you go right after putting your boat in the water.
that's pretty. I mean,
That's a pretty good way to go.
Yeah. What? Wonder who put the boat back on.
Oh, Jason says he signed me up for midget wrestling. Get ready. Get ready. Yeah.
When I was in Gatlinburg over Thanksgiving, or right before Thanksgiving, they have a place where they do. They call it micro wrestling. They had a venue there. It was in Pigeon
I think that
Forge.
was what you told me about. It seemed
Yeah,
like you
I
told
was
me
surprised. That was crazy. Yeah, and it wasn't open that night, but yeah, I didn't realize like they had a, I thought they just traveled around, but you can go there and watch
like
it.
a venue for it.
Yeah.
Huh?
So yeah, what'd you ask? What this week's survey question is? Is that what you asked?
Yeah. What is this week's survey question, Michael?
I'm glad you asked. So
You know what we need to do? We need to play the song from that intro to the 20 questions.
yeah. Or what about Family Feud? Survey says.
We've already got that one.
Yeah. Well, that's the buzzer if you get it wrong.
Seemed like there was one that had like a music intro too.
Oh,
to the
I
survey.
don't know. I'm sure there's so many game shows.
There's a lot of game shows.
What game show would you? My favorite. No whammies, no whammies.
Oh, yeah, big bucks, big bucks.
Press Your Luck.
Press Your Luck.
I loved
Yep.
watching that show as a kid.
Oh, man,
that's
that
probably
was a great
my favorite
show.
game. That's the show I would want to go on.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't
And then
take
that's the sound to have.
The whammy.
Because the whammy made that little sound.
Giggled or something. Yeah. Big bucks, and no whammies. Yeah, there he is.
There he is.
On The Price is Right?
Oh, they put it together.
Oh,
But that's no fun.
They brought Press Your Luck back a couple years ago.
Did they?
Yeah, and wow. Because really, they're yeah. That was always when you got a whammy.
You always got some kind of weird whammy video, didn't you?
Yeah, and back in the '80s,
No whammies, no whammies.
well, they always looked real. When they got a whammy, it was like they went from smiling to
Oh,
just,
to like it's the world has come to an
yeah,
end.
it was like you told them like your grandma passed away. It's crazy. They look
no whammies,
so
no
sad.
whammies,
Yeah.
no whammies. Oh, it's the end of the world.
And I remember watching one time, and they had a trip to Nashville as one of the prizes.
Really?
Yeah. Like now I can see it more, but I'm talking probably I was 12 years old, and it was like, trip
Back
to
in the
Nashville.
80s.
Yeah, early 90s.
I mean, Nashville was
I
like
mean,
country music capital for
yeah,
forever. I mean, it
yeah.
ain't like it's, but it's like, I think back to like Opryland. Opryland was like, it always felt very good old boy. Like Roy Acuff would just randomly walk through the park,
yeah.
and you're just like, oh, it's Roy Acuff. Hey, Roy, how you doing? It's like, dude, he's like one of the biggest country music stars ever, right?
Yeah. Opryland was great.
Did you work there? I can't remember.
No, I never worked there. I had season passes a couple of years.
We had a bunch of friends who worked there, I thought. Remember Rob Sharp? Rob Sharp's mom worked at the General Jackson for forever.
Oh, I would say I probably know a lot of, I don't know right offhand. I bet we knew a lot of people. That
I bet some of our audience probably worked there.
Let us know if you ever worked at Opryland.
Yeah, if you worked at
theme park.
Opryland.
That was fun. I wish Opryland was still here.
I wish they hadn't gotten rid of it. That was terrible.
Yeah, and put a mall in.
You know, I was shocked that it was actually making money.
Yeah, they thought the mall would just be better or something. It wasn't. I didn't think Opryland was.
Dude, how
losing
many
money.
malls are there? There was only one Opryland.
Yeah. One Opryland.
Only one Opryland.
Well, yeah, there's only one Dollywood. I guess there's a bunch of Six Flags.
Yeah, there's about a lot of Six Flags. I've never been to Dollywood. You've been to Dollywood.
Yeah.
You went recently, didn't you?
Yep. I had COVID while I was there.
Oh, I forgot. That was where you got COVID.
How many I
Or
gave-
you took COVID.
I gave COVID, probably.
You gave COVID.
I think I had, yeah. But man, Dollywood's a
Jason
fun
says
place.
he worked there.
Oh, there you go.
Jason worked at Opryland. I have to ride the train with him so I could talk to him about Opryland.
Yeah, were you a ticket taker? I wonder what he
taker.
did.
He's working the rides.
Sweep the floors.
Working the rides.
Is he
There's a
alright?
lot of sweepers, man.
Oh, yeah, you got to keep a park clean.
I was like sweepers everywhere.
Yeah.
That was the job, to do nothing but just kind of hang out and
Yeah.
chat with people. Oh, what do you do? Oh, I just talk to people while I'm sweeping.
Yeah, yeah.
Sweep.
But I don't think it's something you, because like, if you were a teenager, that's not the job you'd want to try to
You want to
float
run the
girls.
rides, right?
Yes. Because if you're working there, it's probably going to be hard to walk up to them sweeping. Would
But
that
they're going to be right in
embarrassing?
your face on the rides.
Oh, yeah. You're like, how tall are you? And then you just start talking to them.
I know how tall you are, but I want to ask you anyway.
Yeah.
Let me check, make sure you're 6'2". No, I don't know if you can ride this ride. Let me make sure.
Yeah. Yeah, that you got a better opportunity to talking to girls being the ride guy, letting them on, as opposed to sweeping.
I could picture T-Bone as a ride guy.
Yeah.
I think he'd be a good ride guy.
Yeah. I
Man, the
don't know.
Screaming Delta Demon, that was the ride, wasn't it?
Screaming Delta Demon. Wabash Cannonball. That, at the time, that was the only upside down ride. I think it was the only one they had, but it was, like, looking back, that was the shortest ride.
That's so short.
It was fun, though. It
Have
was
you
a good
been on the
ride.
Beast at Kings Island?
No.
It's like a 3-minute long ride.
Yeah, I like long
Goes back
rides.
into the woods.
See, that's awesome. Long rides. And
It's got a-
Dollywood.
It's got a
has-
tunnel, and
Yeah.
apparently when they built it, they had to run test runs. And the tunnel, literally, it's a concrete tunnel, and the ride goes underground.
Okay, yeah.
Well, they put the dummies on the ride the first time around, and all the dummies came back with no heads.
They're like,
They had the track a little bit too
Yeah.
high. Chop them
crazy.
heads. Chop
Yeah.
them heads.
dude, that's crazy. Engineer, we're like,
Pretty
oh.
intense ride though. You need to.
Is it?
If you've never been to Kings Island, you need to
But,
go.
and it's an old, like it's been around. The Beast has been
These have
around,
been around
a long
for a long time, and it's a wooden roller coaster, so you kind of get
Oh, it is a wooden.
you
one.
get beat
Okay.
pretty bad.
Yeah,
But it's pretty intense, and the best time to ride it is at night.
night. Yeah,
A nighttime ride.
yeah. Moxie and I rode. I can't remember which one it was. It was a wooden roller coaster towards the end of the night when we were at Dollywood, and you know it comes off the track just a tad. You could see sparks.
Where this is at Dollywood?
Yeah, yeah. At night you'd see it. Like we were in the back, so you'd see the front. And you'd see little sparks.
Like
and
those
stuff.
people are gonna die. They're all
No,
gonna die.
it added to it. It was fun. Yeah, we're like, oh my god, it's sparking. It was fun though. It adds, like it added to it. It was
Adds
fun.
to your excitement.
Yeah, oh yeah. So survey this week.
Survey says
Now I like that now.
is that what that is what they used to say, right?
Yeah, yeah. And then if you got it wrong, the buzzer. I would say I bet that's what.
That's
Oh, I didn't
exact.
mean
That
to-
is that buzzer.
Yeah, the survey says buzzer.
I thought you were gonna hit the I like turtles.
Oh,
I like turtles.
there you go, just for you. So this week's survey, I think it'll bring up please go to what the Mike and Jrod show.
It's mikeandjrod.com.
Okay,
And it's the letter Jrod.
there you go. And
Most people can't figure out how to spell Jared, so
Jrod. Yeah, there you go.
decided to go with Jrod instead. But yeah, you can just go. I guess we could show them, but they can figure it out.
Yeah. You click on audience picks
Audience. Oh yeah, I guess we need to change the title, don't we?
or Mike and Jrod survey. Yeah, there you go.
And then when you bring the survey up, Michael typed in these, so it took him about 2 hours
I
to
didn't
type
even,
them in.
Yeah. Because our
He's
regular
the fastest typer known to mankind.
our regular real imaginary intern had called in sick tonight. So I
He
had
was
to do
busy
it.
going to get our coffee.
Yeah, so I had to do it.
He had to do the work. He had to do some work for once.
Well, you know,
Every now and then you have to do more than just be
Showed you my
a
typing.
pretty look,
yeah, I showed you how I could type.
other than displaying your bikinis at Club La Vila.
Oh, those days are long gone.
Yeah, me too, buddy. Me too.
So first one, if you could be a professional athlete in any sport, what sport would it be?
Professional athlete.
And I thought of this. It's kind of a generic one, but I thought of it today because I was watching golf.
That would be a good sport to be a pro.
Yes, I would love to be a pro golfer.
Because it's calm and laid
Yes.
back and real.
Yeah, I mean, you could pull muscles, I guess, swinging and stuff, but it's low impact. As long as you're walking and in decent shape. And, I mean, you can play for years.
You know, if I was bigger, I'd like to be a bruiser in hockey.
Yeah.
If I wasn't worried
That's
about having teeth or
Yeah.
just.
Dang, I would not
Who
have
was it?
guessed that.
Tutu
Jordan
from,
Tutu, yeah.
Yeah.
You got to be, because he was
You got to be huge.
well, he was a little guy, but
No, you got to be stocky.
you got to
huge.
be mean and kind of out there. Because do you
little
ever see the
crazy.
video where he just eat a fish? He
No.
caught it and would just bite into
He
it.
grabbed the catfish off the ice.
No, he was from, I think he was from Canada.
Oh wow.
And there was a video of him, he was out somewhere fishing a stream and he caught one and just bit into it.
And he's a bear.
Yeah, I mean,
bear.
and to be a bruiser, you got to be something like, you got to kind of be like
Either that or like Al Wilson linebacker style.
Yeah, yeah.
I told you about that video at the game, right?
With Al Wilson?
video. Yeah. So back in the 90s, that was when they first got the Jumbotrons.
Yeah.
And they had this one piece right in the middle of the game where, and it seemed like it was a night game. And all the lights went out and they put Al Wilson up on the screen right before they went to play.
Yeah.
And that was back when they could do reflective visors so you couldn't see their faces.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
So it was like the visor came down to here and then you had the little bar, protective bar down here.
Face man.
And you just saw his visor and you hear, "I'm coming to get you. I'm coming to get you. Where am I coming from? Where am I coming from?" And there's steam coming out from underneath the visor. Dude, it was intimidating.
Yeah.
Bro.
Al Wilson was a bad dude.
One of my favorites all time.
Yeah. So
I think
were
he
like-
went on to play for the Broncos. Seemed the Denver
I think
Broncos.
he did. I think you're right. Yeah, he went pro. Okay.
He was my favorite player of all time.
You want to be a bruiser.
And
I like
he
that.
was
I didn't-
he was the I'm not built for it.
No,
right?
but you like that.
I would have had to have worked out like some
in
kind of
hockey.
series
Now, you have the size for hockey as far as you just would have to add bulk.
and muscle
Yeah.
instead of fat.
Instead of belly. But you're good because hockey players aren't necessarily crazy. You don't have to be like 6'5". Because what are you, 6 foot, 5'11"?
Yeah, 6. Well, I'm shrinking. You know, we get old and we
older,
start
yeah.
shrinking.
Yeah.
DJ's getting taller and I'm getting shorter.
Yeah.
He's like 6'1" now.
You could have been a hockey player.
You think so?
I mean, size-wise, I don't know what kind of skill you
I mean,
got.
back in the 90s, we didn't really have any hockey.
No, it wasn't heard of to be hockey around here.
Because there wasn't any Predators.
No, that's
Predators
one
have done a
thing.
lot for
Yes.
creating hockey in Middle
Oh,
Tennessee.
Yeah.
I
Because
don't know
hockey,
about
like, I mean, it's huge now. You got in high school. Like back then, we didn't have hockey in high school.
Al Wilson WWE.
I don't think that's the same day. Yeah, that's
The father of professional wrestler,
Yeah.
Torrie Wilson.
yeah. 1941 he was
Look at that
born.
guy. That guy's, he's something. Look at him.
Yeah, that's not the bruiser linebacker for the Broncos in UT.
He was higher in the search than
Al Wilson,
Al Wilson, the football player. And there's another Al Wilson. It looks like he's
he was a singer.
Oh, that's the Al Wilson.
Yeah,
Look at
he
that.
looked
And then you've
mean
got
right
the
there.
big, huge 1990s.
What is that, neck brace or something?
I don't know, but man, the uniforms looked much, much bigger back in the 90s, and I'm not
Yeah.
sure why. Like,
Well, he had, I don't know what you call that neck brace. I don't know what that is.
they don't have those anymore.
No,
though.
they don't wear them. I don't know.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
They were causing more problems than helping.
Yeah.
Because it seemed like back in the day, like their pads were just huge.
Well, now they go, yeah. You look at players now, and nobody has knee pads anymore or thigh pads hardly.
It's like you don't see pads hardly at all.
And I wonder if that has added to
Injuries? Because they've cut
Like
back
to
on the
leg.
pads.
Yeah, especially for like knee and thigh and all that. Because they don't wear them hardly ever.
And they used to.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure there's a mobility issue there, right?
Yeah,
They want to be more
it
mobile.
hinders. Yeah, I would say so.
But man, Al Wilson, he was a beast. And he's got that big face mask too that's got all the bars
Oh,
all
yeah.
over it.
That's, he looks pretty scary there. Him coming around the corner to sack your butt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
A little macho man in there.
Oh yeah.
Got you fired up.
I'm excited about Macho Man.
Yeah.
He was something.
Yeah.
That'd be a good sound to have too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
Never do a Slim Jim.
Snap it to Slim Jim.
Yeah.
So what are you wearing shirt-wise today? What is this? Columbus?
Yeah, Columbus Bulldogs.
What is Columbus Bulldogs?
Well, we got it in, I was in Columbus, Indiana this past weekend. We played a softball tournament indoor up there. It's just south, about an hour south of Indianapolis, and they had it's an awesome venue. It's a big indoor building, and they built it right behind the mall. Speaking of malls, and I think this place has saved the mall.
Really?
Because they had softball tournament going on, and then a quarter of the building, it was like 100,000 square foot, over 100,000 square foot. And then in one quarter of the building, they had a travel volleyball going on. So there was a lot of people there. And the mall now had like 3 restaurants. You have to walk through the mall to get there. And they had a sports store attached to it that was in the mall, which is perfect for you're having travel tournaments on the weekends there. And went over there, and yeah, Hickory Hollow Mall is where I
Those
always
days
went.
are over, but
Yeah,
that was the replacement for the cell phone.
yeah.
That was what we did before cell
Yeah,
phones.
yeah, go
Hey,
to the mall.
yeah, you remember back in the day, back before them dang cell phone thingies?
Yeah.
Oh, Town says it's a cowboy collar.
Okay. I guess kind of a brace for your neck. I
Cowboy
guess.
collar.
I don't know.
Cowboy collar.
But yeah, so I saw this shirt. I thought it was cool, and nobody around here is gonna have one. It's Columbus Bulldogs. They're high school. They had shirts for sale. So.
Well, there it is. There's a cowboy collar.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You don't see him much anymore.
No,
though.
you don't anymore.
Eric Ainge is branded with the cowboy collar.
Huh.
Thank you, Towns. Appreciate that.
Neck protection, I guess.
Yep. When you're Al Wilson and you're coming at
Oh, and running over
all
people.
that power and yeah.
Yeah. You need something to brace.
Make sure you don't break that neck snapping somebody
Yeah.
else.
Yeah. But yeah. So
Sorry, I didn't mean to get
I
off,
forgot what we
off
were
the track.
saying.
We were talking about the
well,
questions,
cowboy
survey
collar.
questions.
I am glad Towns brought that up.
Yep.
'Cause I didn't
Towns
know
is
what
getting
it's
us edumacated
called. Yeah,
today.
that's right. That's why we like live chat. Chime in.
Dude, love it.
It helps us. It's good interaction. So appreciate
Makes the show a lot more fun.
it. Yeah. So yeah, if you could be, I'm surprised that you would be a hockey player. That's pretty cool. I wouldn't have guessed that.
If I was any skilled at it.
Right. Obviously, that's the key component to our,
And if
for
it,
us.
if it was something that we had, we just didn't have it
Yeah.
back in the day.
Second survey question, and this is going to start getting us towards a video that you showed me and we kind of talked about. But second one is, should players be allowed to join NBA and NFL straight from high school?
I thought they could already do that with the NBA, can't they?
No, remember they put a 1-year rule a few years ago. It was back when LeBron jumped, I think Kobe jumped. But after that, they put a 1 year because that's when...
And baseball still allows them.
Yeah, you can go because you got a farm system and all that. And that NFL never has allowed. I think they've given you 3 years, like you go after 3 years out of high school.
Hence the reason why at 3 years a player is sitting there going, okay, do I want to do another year or not?
But like, what kind of impact? So that's one question, and then like, what kind of impact if you started allowing that? Would that maybe have? Would it make it with where NIL is with college? How crazy it's gotten? How would that impact it if kids could jump straight, or do you think that's going to keep them in college longer?
NIL.
Mm-hmm. Because NFL's not going to pay these guys. So the
average player.
Well, yeah.
The guy that's not in the top, I think we talked about this.
Did we? The
guy that's not first through 10 pick, right, is going to be, okay, I'm going to get league minimum, right?
Yeah, after that it starts.
And are they really going to get $1 million a year or whatever it is?
After first round it drops, right? Yeah, and especially the 10th. After about the 10th pick it really drops.
Big drop off after the top 10, right?
Yeah.
Some can make more with NIL than, I would say, you're right. And I would say that, Town said that, but I would say that applies to those top 10 guys, right?
Right.
Especially like first rounders. If you're second round or third round, nah.
Yeah. Well, I guess a good case is Carson Beck. You know, he announced for the NFL and then Miami
forked out a huge amount of money.
And there for his last year, so.
Didn't he get like $4 million or something crazy like that for a year?
But how about, I wonder, okay, I think it's Williams that plays for the receiver who's 17 that plays for Alabama, freshman.
Ryan Williams.
So what if he went straight out of high school to the NFL? Would he get more money if he was taken?
I don't know.
But he probably got a pretty decent.
But see, I thought when he went to Alabama, they didn't think he was going to be something. He was sitting the bench. And then Jalen Milroe's like, we got to have this kid playing.
Yeah.
I saw a video. It may have been that same video where that dude was trash talking. Remember that Auburn player that was trash talking?
He played a good bit of the year, though.
No, but when they were in practice, he was expected to sit the bench.
Oh, okay.
And Jalen Milroe's like, nah, this kid's too good. We got to have him playing.
Yeah.
Because Milroe needed receivers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he needed somebody.
He needed somebody to catch the ball.
But, yeah, it probably wouldn't impact, obviously, NBA, I think. If they allowed it, you'd just have them jump again. Because John Calipari, he took advantage when they did that one and done. They have to at least play 1 year. At Kentucky, he made that's where he made a name. He got all them one and done, come play for a year.
So Kentucky was the one and done host, huh?
Yeah. When they first, and then I think everybody's caught on. And now with NIL, I guess, I don't know. It's all crazy. Teams can jump around and transfer, and
I'm shocked at the parity in college basketball. Maybe in the SEC conference specifically, it just seems like the games are so close.
Well, they've gotten. I'm surprised how good the conference has gotten. They've been behind for a while, and now all of a sudden, and I guess that's the parity. And it'll change over time. You know, one conference gets better than the other, but I wonder if NIL had anything to do with it.
Mm-hmm. You don't see very many basketball players in that top 20 NIL stuff.
No, but I bet your good players are still getting something, basketball. Your great players are getting paid.
So did you hear about the Title IX thing that Biden put in effect right before he left?
Yeah, and that...
Was that in that video that I shared with you?
Yeah, that was in the video you shared, and we'll have to put this...
We'll post it to Facebook and maybe put a link on our link tree, too, at Mike and Jrod.
Because we're going to reference it quite... That kind of brought a lot of questions. And
big-time video.
It was an interesting video.
Usually Michael ignores my videos.
No,
but,
I do. Well, because they're like... 30 minutes long, and
Was
this
that one
one
30
actually,
minutes long?
No,
It
it
was-
was 16, but it captured me pretty quick. Sometimes you like
Sometimes the videos are like hour and a half long, like those guys on
Well,
that
and you
Mike and
gotta
J-Rod
be-
show. That's why everybody watches our shorts, right?
yeah. Well, and
Because
the
Michael's the
videos you
king of
send
shorts.
me- the videos you send me, they're intellectual, and I sometimes if it gets too deep
You're
into
like
a
Jared.
topic,
J-Rod, just shut
Yeah.
up with the intellectual stuff.
and they'll be about sports, but it's like I'm like, oh my
Deep.
god, this is over my head. I
Deep.
don't have to.
Deep thoughts
Yeah.
on sports.
About Jack, J-Rod.
By J-Rod.
I was gonna say Jack Handy because that's the one. That
I feel like it needs to be like, I need to be in that those old chairs,
Oh yeah,
the
yeah.
grandma chair,
Yes, yeah.
and then having my pipe right,
Yeah.
with my little optical glass.
Oh yeah. Is that what it's called? Optical.
I don't know what it's called.
It's called a
A monocle.
monocle. Yep.
Yep. Because it's the thing from
Started with an M.
the guy on Monopoly. The Monopoly
Yeah.
guy has a monocle.
Dude, that'd be awesome
little
if you
pipe.
started wearing a monocle.
Deep thoughts on sports by J-Rod.
Yeah. Well, you know where I got that deep. That's a Saturday Night Live. Remember that?
Is it really?
Deep Thoughts by Jack Handy. And he turns to the mirror. I'm good
I remember
enough.
now.
I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people like me. That was a great skit. He
That was
would
a
do it.
classic.
Jordan was on it.
It was a
yeah.
classic.
Oh yeah. That's why where I came up with Deep Thoughts. But
I was
like your
thinking about the SNL one where they had the women with the muffin.
oh,
Was it Martha Stewart in that one or something?
you sure it wasn't the sweaty balls?
No, it's like, I love your muffin. They're so plump.
No, that's yeah.
Is that the same one?
Yeah. Alec Baldwin was in it with the two ladies. The two ladies, they did
Yeah,
it
the two
multiple
ladies
times,
do it. Yeah. So
Sweaty
it
balls.
says sweaty balls. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's real good.
The muffin.
And
Your
it is a
muffin is
classic.
so tasty.
It wasn't muffin. That's creepy.
No, I'm telling you, it was muffin.
Maybe when Martha Stewart came on.
I'm almost positive. Now you got me wondering.
No, it was sweaty balls. Or at least when Alec Baldwin was on there.
It was NPR Delicious Dish.
Dusty Muffin. Well, yeah, they were on NPR.
Do you not remember this one?
I don't remember the Dusty Muffin. No, that's hilarious though. I wouldn't put it up there. We'll get.
Oh, we're not gonna
we'll
not
get
gonna show it.
banned
But
again.
I'm Margaret Jo McCullough.
you don't even
And
have
I'm
to.
Terry Rialto. And you're listening to The Delicious Dish
Yeah.
on National Public Radio.
It's almost like our show.
Tomorrow is the
Yeah.
first Sunday in May, and it's one of our favorite holidays. on
You're the
Delicious
short
Dish.
haired.
That's right, Uncle Joe. Every year for one day.
Oh, I know. It was Bette Midler.
No, Betty White.
Betty White. Betty
Yes.
White.
I can't wait to taste your muffin.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
Yummy.
It's surprisingly salty. I mean that in a very good way.
Yeah. Okay. There. Alec Baldwin did one. Yeah.
Oh, Alec
And
Baldwin
Betty
did one of these too.
Yeah.
Both
So
assumed,
Betty
and I
White,
think
they're talking about her
wrongfully, that a
the
baker of your
muffins, and
generation
then
might tend towards a
Alec
more
Baldwin made
dry or crusty
like
muffin.
meatballs.
Somebody of your generation will be dry and crusty.
Many bakers from my era have dry or
Oh, that's
even
good.
yeasty muffins.
That's good.
A yeasty muffin can really ruin your whole day.
Sometimes you're weak.
Oh, that's good. Hope Ellis
Wow,
ain't
the phone
watching.
lines are filling up.
That's one of those though that I think would go over the head of.
Yeah. Probably so.
It's not a like even if a kid watched it, they'd be like, "What's
Yeah.
so funny about this?
Yeah.
What's so funny? They're just talking about the muffins."
Yeah, that's awesome. That's so funny.
You've not seen that one?
No, I don't. I think I had in the past, but I didn't remember it. Because when I saw Betty White, I was like, okay. You said Martha Stewart,
I thought it was Martha
and
Stewart,
then Bette Midler.
and then I thought it was Bette Midler. Yeah, no, it was Betty White. The
But I
classic.
remember, I remember seeing her.
Now I'm gonna have to watch the Sweaty Balls because I don't know that I've seen that
Oh
one.
man,
It's good, huh?
yeah. It's the same
Same thing, just
premise. It's just with I think they're meatballs.
and it's got Alec Baldwin. You
Yeah,
said?
yeah. He's the one. Yeah. It's the same.
Oh, it's the exact same girls and
Yeah, it's
everything.
delicious dish. Yeah, that was their kind of.
Tap water and right. Santa's thanks.
Yeah.
Balls.
Like to bring out at this time of the year.
We know you're the master of all kinds of Christmas goodies.
Yeah.
Tell us about them.
Well, there are lots of great treats at this time of the year. Zucchini bread, fruitcake. But the thing that I most like to bring out at this time of the year are my balls.
Balls. Tell us about your balls, Pete.
Well, over at Seasons Eatings, we have balls for every taste. Popcorn balls, cheese balls.
Cheese ball. Yeah, you gotta watch the whole thing. It's good.
Oh,
That's what
classic.
I was thinking of. Yeah, I forgot. I guess they did several.
Well,
skits.
you know they have all the guests that come on the show,
right,
right?
right. So they come up with.
I don't think Nate would participate in that.
Yeah.
So Ellis is laughing at the balls. Huh?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
See, he got that one because he's a man.
Well, yeah, that's right. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. No,
He's
that's
getting to be a
good
man.
skit. Classic
Getting to be a
skit. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we're laughing a lot tonight.
It's good to laugh. It's the best medicine.
It is the best.
See, the crowd likes to laugh.
Hey!
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
They like turtles. That's why.
Yeah, they do.
I like turtles.
I like turtles. And then the last question I threw in survey. Speaking of NIL, and then this video again, we need to post it. It goes in depth. It's pretty good.
Yeah, so kind of give you a quick summary of why you should watch the video that we're
Yeah.
going to post.
Yeah.
So in the video, they interview, and you correct me if I'm wrong, they interview a former Notre Dame player that has now become like a recruiting guy.
Yeah, and they called.
The shocker for me was that all of these organizations that are funding this stuff have all gotten 503c tax 501c3 tax
Nonprofit.
exemptions.
It's
Which is
crazy.
like, okay, come on now. You guys are all pitching in a bunch of money, and then you're going to make the organization tax exempt because the athletes that get the
Yeah.
money participate in one nonprofit event a year. That's absolutely
yeah, at
absurd.
least one. They usually show up to a couple, but yeah, and it is crazy.
And at the end of the video, they were talking about how the IRS is trying to stop it.
Yeah, yeah,
'cause
Well,
it's
they want
really
their money.
absurd.
Yeah,
Well, it's not just about the money. Like,
it is pretty crazy. I mean, it is like we said, and they mentioned in there, it's the Wild Wild West now for sure. And
it's just not right. Like, you're dropping all that money in an organization,
well,
and then you say, oh, well, it's tax exempt. Well, if they were actually getting NIL sponsorships from businesses, that's not tax exempt,
no, yeah,
right? That's a sponsorship. That is, that's an expense of the business,
yeah,
but it's not a tax exempt organization.
No.
So there's no reason why getting up, and they had a clip of Dion in it talking about, we're going to pass the plate around the room and raise the
Yes.
money for all the athletes. Like,
yeah.
what are you talking about, dude? Come on.
But I mean that was kind of what was set because, like they mentioned UT, like they have these third party organizations, these groups that collect the money and then divvy them out, and they said
And that's why they call them Dion sanctions.
yeah. Yeah, good reference to one of our shorts.
Yep, that's a good short. Man.
Hey, we
That's a
put
good
them out
short.
every week. Go check them out on the YouTube channel.
The King of Shorts puts them out every
Yeah.
week.
I'm not sure about that title. But
Sweaty
yeah.
balls.
So they
I'm gonna have to watch
also
that whole skit. I'm sorry.
in the video at the beginning they say how NIL and how fast now NIL has changed it. But in 21 they mentioned Livy Dunn and how it was supposed to be is, local businesses or places around that they could do, they could advertise for them.
Right. They're like
Use
Michael
their
Jordan
name.
with Nike.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
He's got Air Jordans. They're selling the Air Jordans.
And
they're
that's what
using
they-
his
yeah.
brand and his name and his name, image, and
Yes.
likeness.
And now
That
how
is
they
not what's
turned
happening
it into
anymore.
the non-profit where they just show up at a fundraiser or a charity event a couple times a year, and then all the money's going to that third party and they divvy it up to whoever.
Good
And
news is
then-
though is that they're changing the rules.
Yes. Well, so and in that video it says I didn't have time
I
to-
think it's good news. I guess people could argue that the
Well-
school's paying the players is not good news, but
Well, it's going to kind of get back to where it does go to the school instead of that third party.
well, and technically the school can be a nonprofit.
Yeah. Well, and so the school though, and that's what you were referencing a while ago when Biden just passed a week ago, right before.
Right before leaving, he
Yeah.
passed that Title IX deal, and he wants to force the money to be split between women's and men's sports evenly,
Equally, yeah,
so that you don't have all of it going to just football or basketball.
because the rule that was set right before he passed that was 85 to football, and then 15 to all other sports. 15% of the money would go to all other sports, which seems to be, 85 is a lot, but football is also probably the only sport in college that brings in money. 'Cause maybe
Well, so UT has actually been kind of a poster child for making sure, and it's produced results because UT's got how many
yeah.
national championships on multiple
Yeah.
sports, right? But they always made sure that they spent all the money to farm as many different types of sports as they could.
Yeah,
Producing great athletes, and I'm not just talking about in sports as like football and basketball. Like their track team always got people that go
Oh,
to the
yeah.
Olympics, and
Yeah.
I mean,
oh yeah, for years.
well, and I'm biased, of course.
I was gonna, yeah. I mean, because a lot of teams have been good regardless of money through the years. I mean,
But they were specifically taking football revenue and spreading it out
yeah,
across
yeah.
all the sports instead of
Yeah.
just funneling it all back into football.
right.
A part of that had to do with football made so much money at Tennessee because it's a huge
Well,
stadium.
I think a lot of colleges did that, but more to the program, not necessarily players, because you couldn't use it for players, but to build up,
Well, and Tennessee put that 10% premium on the ticket prices to
Yes.
pay players.
Yeah. Well, that's here, Reese. That was.
That was a recent thing.
Yeah. Because before, if in that video they say that the rule was going to be at least 15% had to go to everybody else, and 85 could go back to football. And then Biden passed the Title IX thing, saying no, it is not going to be 85-15. It's got to be even.
50-50, women's get half and men's get half.
Yeah.
I don't think it was
Evenly
specific to
split.
specific sports, but I think it was.
Well, split among all the sports evenly.
I thought it was split between women and men.
I don't.
I thought it was a
maybe.
50-50 women and
I'd
men.
have to look it up, and maybe
Because
it
that's the whole
was
point of
with
Title IX,
yeah.
right? The point of Title
Yeah.
IX is that everybody gets fair treatment
Yeah.
under the law. And it wouldn't apply to schools that don't take federal funds, but I don't know that there's any schools now at this point that don't take the federal funds.
Yeah.
Even the private schools are taking the
Like
federal
even
funds.
Vandy takes federal
Oh yeah.
funds. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's money's ruined it. I don't know where they're going to go. I don't know.
I was talking to a coworker at work. She asked me, she says, "Are you an Eagles fan?" And I'm like, well, because of the Super Bowl coming up.
Yeah.
Right. I guess it's the Eagles and the Chiefs. I don't know.
Yes, it is. You don't even know that? God.
I don't follow NFL anymore.
That's why we
And the reason
mesh
why I
good.
don't follow NFL anymore is because of the money thing. Because there's no franchise anybody anymore.
Oh,
Like Derrick Henry was as close to franchise as the Titans have got.
yeah. No, they can still use the franchise tag on players.
But what I'm saying is that because of the money stuff, you don't see players that say, "I'm going to go to this team, and that's the team I'm going to retire at."
Well, And a lot of it does have to do with money. Sometimes they want to stay there and they just don't get paid. Like Freddie Freeman with the Braves in baseball, he wanted to stay at Atlanta.
But that was what Derrick Henry said too.
Yeah.
So,
but the Titans didn't want to come off money. And so that's the Titans' fault more than it is his.
I'm just saying that the money has ruined the sport because it's not about the sport. It's about who's going to give me more money. And I don't blame them. I mean, if I could get more money, I'd go get more money.
Right. But I would say, okay, but look at the Chiefs. Mahomes has been there forever and Kelsey, and they're trying to win their third Super Bowl in a row, and the Chiefs have been able to keep their main pieces.
Do you think other people have offered them more money?
They may have tried, but the Chiefs have always matched or they've locked them up contract-wise.
They brought up more cash or locked them into a contract.
Yeah, because Mahomes has been there now for a long time. So has Kelsey. And actually, I mean, the Eagles quarterback, the Alabama guy, what's his name? He's been there now for a while.
We've already talked about my thoughts on NFL.
Yeah, but I think you'd be surprised. Some of your better teams, they still got some guys that have been there a while. Well, Lamar.
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts. Because he was drafted by them. He's been there since he was drafted. And how long's he been there?
I don't know. Let's see.
Since 2020. Second round pick. So
he was at Oklahoma for a year?
Huh. Yeah. Remember Alabama? Well, Bryce Young was going to be the starter his senior year, so he transferred to Oklahoma for one more year, and then he's having the better career now in the NFL. But yeah, so he's been there. Lamar Jackson at Baltimore, the Ravens, he's been there forever.
Well, and so this goes back to the whole money again, right? You're just not going to have the same amount of money so talking about Bryce Young, you're not going to have the same amount of money at the Carolina Panthers that you've got at the Philadelphia Eagles. Why? Because the Philadelphia market has got more money.
Yeah, but was he not? What pick was he? Oh, he was. Yeah, he was first pick in the draft. So you're going to get paid as first pick.
Who was?
Bryce Young. Go back to Bryce Young. Yeah, he was first pick in the draft. So his contract. Your first pick.
No, but I'm not talking about him specifically.
Oh.
I'm talking about to have a football team successful, you can't just pay one player.
No, you got
You got to have a good line. You got to have good receivers. You got to have the whole package.
Yeah.
And that costs a lot of money.
Oh,
and in a market like the Panthers market, they're not going to have the same amount of money. Now, I mean, I guess you have don't you have like salary caps and you have,
and that helps.
To spread the money out
is what helps.
But isn't there like
parity.
a penalty too, though? You can pay the penalty; it doesn't matter, type thing.
I think they find it more. I don't think you want to do it.
And it just seems like the big markets typically are more successful, and I think Kansas City is an exception.
Yeah, I think, and that goes to like general managers and stuff.
They're good
staff. At finding money. Yeah, those guys are all right. How can we fit these pieces together with the money?
They're paying the big bucks to get a better general manager, and then they put together a
because
better
if
team.
you look at the Chiefs, you got Kelsey, Mahomes, but like his receivers, they're I won't say nobodies, but he makes do with that. And then they got a run. Kareem Hunt's a good running back, but they have some no-name receivers that he makes. It works. And then the defense, I know they probably have a couple real, strong guys that they probably pay on defense, but the rest, it's all about making work.
Putting together the right combination.
Because let's say I'm a solid linebacker, but I know I probably won't get the best pay. Why not get on a team like the Chiefs and take a little less money and win maybe the third Super Bowl in a row? Like they'll be the first team ever now. Take a little less.
Because I took less money and went to a team because I thought that they could win a Super Bowl.
Right. As opposed to going to a crappy team but making more money, and then
Going to the
you don't
Titans
even
and
make the
getting more
playoffs.
money
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
losing.
Why would now maybe if I'm at the end of my career and I already got a Super Bowl under my belt
Maybe you do that.
and they're going to pay me, yeah, I would probably do it.
Did Derrick Henry hadn't won a Super Bowl, has he?
No, he got close. The Titans, and that's why they've gone through general manager. But they got rid of Henry, and before that it was AJ Brown that went to the Eagles, and
Like top running backs.
and Derrick Henry had one of his better years this year. Everybody's like, "Oh, is he done? Did we use him up?" No, look what he did.
He's still producing.
And see,
We just didn't have the team around him to make it happen.
Yeah, they still.
You got to have a line to be able to
Yeah.
stop him.
Offensive line's got to block. I
If
don't
the
think
offensive line is sacking your quarterback every
Yeah.
play and stopping your running back, that's not a good sign.
Yeah, they're just.
Especially if you've got like the number one yardage running back in the country.
Henry, yeah, he's still. He'll be decent for a couple more years.
I mean, he was good yardage wise. He was good at the
Yes.
Titans too.
Oh, I know. But, you think, well, typically a running back only has so much, time left.
He's a beast though.
I know, and he takes care of himself. I think he's in good shape.
He flips refrigerators and tires and
yeah.
things like that for commercials. So
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's what makes him good, right? Because he's working out for
You'll
the
see
State
more,
Farm
yeah.
commercial, right? So
More
auto
running back, yeah.
home.
Yeah. So there's your key, running backs in the NFL. If you want to be better, go start flipping refrigerators.
Or if you want to make more money.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Well, just be better. Be more like Derrick Henry.
Yeah. Go play for a team that wins.
Yeah. And Baltimore has found a way to, they've been in the playoffs every year they seem to hang around. The Titans
can't
man.
figure out
no.
anything. It's a
Yeah.
heartbreaker. But they're getting a new stadium, so now they'll be good again.
I think the new stadium's just in hopes of getting the Super Bowl. I really don't think they care what happens team-wise. I think it was all which would bring a ton of money.
Well, historically, new stadiums have produced teams that do better.
You think? Well, yeah, look at the Titans. First year in the new stadium, went to the Super Bowl.
That's right.
Yeah, so 2027, we're going back to
Hey,
the Super Bowl, Jack.
I already signed up, so those of our fans out there, all you got to do is go out to the Titans website, pay your $25, and you can take a look at seats, the leftover seats.
You could just look at them for $25.
That's right. You get to look at them for $25.
Yeah.
No, it's I guess it's apparently PSL licenses. So they had the preliminary PSL licenses which were the big bucks.
Yeah.
Those are sold out. And now there's like second round of PSLs. And for you to go to the meeting to get to go look at options for seats, you got to pay $25 to get on the list.
Jeez.
I paid $25. I want to see the seats.
Well,
I don't know that I'll be able to afford the seats, but I want to see them. At least I get a tour of the stadium for $25.
Oh, so you'll get, when they build it, you'll get
Oh
to
yeah,
go.
you get to go in and see it.
Oh, that's worth $25.
I think it's worth $25. Yeah,
Man, that's
you
why
get to
you're
be one of the first ones to go in and see it.
That's why everybody calls you the smart one of the show. Yeah, that's word on the street.
Yeah, if that was the case, we'd be.
Oh, it's coming, Jared. It's coming.
I love your vision. Maybe I need to go get you some more water. Be your water boy again.
We just got to start making muffins.
Or some sweaty balls. Make us some sweaty
Yeah.
Christmas balls.
Yeah, we talking sports when we should be baking.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah. We got it all wrong. Now we got it figured out.
We got it figured out. No. Next show.
It's going to be all
Well, we've
about
got our
bacon.
salt. We got our spicy salt. We can make
Oh
something
my
with
gosh,
our
I
spicy
still
salt.
use that.
Pass me that over. I need to take a whiff to wake me up.
No, dude. I don't want no part of it. Man, I put a
I
little
wonder
bit
if
of that.
it's still stout.
Yeah.
No, it's kind of. It's lost its kick.
I
Pretty
don't.
good.
Yeah. Go ahead and scoop you a little bit out on your finger then.
Did
if
you
it's
put
low.
some?
Yeah, I put some in my. At home, I still have it. But you have to put very little. I've ruined a couple sides of mashed potatoes because I put too much in it. Yeah,
I'm gonna be crying for the rest of the show.
yeah, dude, you idiot.
Oh,
That was the best.
oh.
That's
I just had to shake it
smell
up.
from here.
If anybody wants some spicy salt, there it is. Oh, that's. I think that's the only two packets left.
Yeah, yeah, dude.
Oh, this is like, you know what? We need to have,
can
instead of
smell
the hot ones, we need to have hot salts.
Dude, your eyes are watering. Smelly salts.
Smelly salts. So we'll do interviews with smelly salts.
Oh man, dude, that was hilarious. I can't believe.
Interviews with smelly salts. Oh, no, it would be like, I'll have the pipe with the monocle. Interviews with smelly salts.
I can't believe you did that. The first time you showed
I
me
thought,
that.
like, the first time I smelled it, like, it really wasn't. I'm like, man, it's lost its kick. All I had to do is
stirred it
shake it
up,
up,
yeah.
stir it up, and get some of that.
Because it ain't lost its taste. Like I said, I'll sprinkle. You have to just sprinkle a little bit.
Just a little bit.
I've had to throw mashed potatoes away because I put too much on.
Too much, yep.
And start
So
hiccup.
one of them was ghost pepper, and then the other one was Carolina Reaper, which are two of the
Yeah.
on the Scoville scale.
They're both hot as.
Hot as the devil, and just
Yeah.
smelling them will get you going.
Well, I mean, yeah. Look, your eyes watered, dude. That was crazy. You took too big of a whiff.
Let's see, Carolina Reaper, Scoville,
That was so funny.
Scoville. So Carolina.
how
Okay,
hot
so
that
here's the hot scale. Let's see if I can find an image we can look at real quick here.
Scoville scale. Carolina Reaper's up top.
They're trying to sell us poster pictures.
Oh,
Can I
the
find
heat
an
scale
image?
right there.
There it is.
Yeah, I just the older I get too, I can't do hot.
There she is. You've seen
Yeah.
them at the
Oh
house.
yeah,
here.
yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, we don't.
always the same
Nobody cares.
garbage.
We don't like it.
Nobody
But
cares.
everything I've seen, the Carolina Reaper is the hottest. Looks like on the scale.
These images are just too small. You can't see.
Why do
Can't
they
see.
keep? Why do I keep seeing bell pepper? That was saying hot.
I don't know. But whatever.
But yeah, I mean, on your hottest Carolina Reaper, there it was.
What is hotter? Pepper X.
And how do these? So that's a new. Oh,
Pepper X is the hottest. Here it is. Carolina Reaper, exceptionally hot. 1,641,183 Scoville units.
yeah.
And then this one says Carolina Reaper is 2,200,000 Scoville units.
Well, that was a 2025 update, so it's gotten hotter.
It's gotten hotter, but Pepper X was the big one. 2.7 million Scoville heat units.
It dethroned. But see, like they come up with these new, they grow crossbreed or cross
I don't know, but man, just one little thing of that.
pollinate. Yeah.
The Trinidad Scorpion. Now that's
Yeah.
a pepper sound. That's a name right there.
It used to be the hottest. And
What
then
was the
Reaper
other
took
one
it
was
over.
Ghost Pepper, I
Ghost
think.
Pepper, yeah, Ghost Pepper. It's up there in the top 3.
Both of these are from the Jrod's wife's garden. So
Yeah, so she
I'm gonna
grows
build
it,
her
right?
I'm gonna build her a greenhouse. That's my plan.
She can do it year round.
Yeah, but yeah, we grow them and then she's been turning them into hot pepper salt. That's why we talked
Yeah,
about it. We talked about it in the
that
previous show. People
Yeah.
who've not seen the other shows, you need to go back and watch the other
Yeah,
shows.
early on. And speaking of our shorts, for a while, one of the Ghost Pepper shorts I made was like
It was
our
on
highest
fire, huh?
view. Yeah. Yeah.
Get that?
Man. Clever,
It
dude.
was on fire.
Look at you, Jared.
On
Man.
fire.
It was on fire.
I need a fire sound. I don't know what a fire sound would sound like.
You gotta do your finger.
Michael's custom. What do they call it? Spirit fingers.
No, these are my
Fire. Spirit fingers.
No, you have spirit fingers. I got flame fingers.
Flame fingers. It's almost like Fang Fingers. What is that from the Predators? Fang Fingers.
Yeah. You've heard of Fang Fingers, but have you heard of
Flame Fingers. That sounds a little flamey. Flamey-o.
Oh, that's good.
Gosh.
Oh, I like that. That's good. That's a good one. Well, yeah. So last survey question. We were talking about NIL. I forgot about this one.
My nose won't stop running now.
And so if NIL had always been around, who would be the NIL GOAT? Like who would have, in our time, a college player through the
and
years?
I think in the video they mentioned...
in the video, yeah. And it could be any sport, right?
what was his name from Texas?
Johnny Manziel.
Johnny Manziel.
Yeah, the guy from Notre Dame picked him.
Yeah, he said Johnny was already getting NIL money before NIL was...
I would say maybe Shaquille O'Neal would have been up there.
Oh, the Shaq daddy.
Yeah.
That's what I used to call my daughter when she played basketball.
Did you really?
I called her Lady Shaq.
Was she was tall? She played center?
Yeah, but I mean, she just, you know how Shaq, when he plays, he doesn't look like he's smooth. He just looks like he's chaos on the court, right?
Yeah, he just runs over people.
That was her, chaos on the court.
I like that, chaos on the court.
Chaos on the court.
That's pretty good.
Because, a lot of basketball players, they try to look the part, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to dribble. I got skills. I'm putting the ball through my legs. I'm doing
fancy,
spinning moves. Dude, Shaq just it looked like he was like a giant wall. Boom, boom, boom.
He just bulldozer.
Every time.
Look out. Give me the ball. I'm going to the
rim.
house. Yeah.
That's right.
And you can either be in my way.
Or you can take it.
Yeah.
Who was it? There was that one player when Tennessee... It was like Tennessee basketball like a year or two ago. And this one player was just like huge.
Tennessee?
Well, they played against Tennessee, but they ended up going, the other team ended up going to the national championship.
Zach Edey. He plays...
Edey. And Edey always thought, man, he looks like he's fouling everybody.
Yeah.
But they never called him.
Yeah. He's like 7'4" or 7'5".
Huge.
Yeah. You know where he plays pro now?
Where?
I'm pretty sure it's the Memphis Grizzlies, I believe.
Brian Bosworth, Prime, and Peyton.
Dude, that's actually not... Remember Brian Bosworth, the Oklahoma linebacker? The Boss.
The Boss.
He might have had... That's actually... Towns just put in the live chat for anybody just watching.
Yeah, that was the show, though. Didn't Peyton do a show? I think that's what he's talking about, isn't he? Peyton did a show with the Boss.
No, but he's talking about who. The question I just asked, who would be the NIL GOATs? He's saying Peyton would have, and Peyton probably would have made a lot too.
Peyton and the Boss.
Dion.
And the Boss.
And the Boss, yeah. Because I remember he was... the
Boss was a legend.
Yeah.
Peyton Manning did a whole show on the Boss.
Peyton meets up with Brian Bosworth.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Peyton Manning and the Boss.
They did an actual show on the Boss. He did a show on the Boss.
He's got his own production on YouTube, Omaha Productions.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
But the Boss had his own show going, his own production stuff going on, too.
I wonder if we can get Peyton to subscribe to our channel.
Oh, he's already subscribed. He's a good friend.
Dude, that'd be awesome.
Just like the committee's a good friend. Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, that's actually a good, thank you, Towns. That's a Brian Bosworth. I bet he would have made some.
The Boss.
He would have definitely got paid. That's pretty cool to think about. That's a good question.
It's funny because in the show where Peyton interviewed him, he talks about how he was purposefully creating his brand. The Boss was.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. It makes me think of, and this goes back to wrestling. WWE, there's a guy called The Miz. Mike The Miz. Well,
Mike The Miz.
He was on MTV Real World years before he became a wrestler. But when he was on the Real World, he talked about, he'd have this character called The Miz, and he's like, yeah, I want to be a wrestler one day. And daggum if he didn't become a wrestler.
Interesting.
But he had this...
He's not a very big guy.
No. Does it show how big? Yeah. 6'2".
No Cena.
Yeah. 6'2", 220. That's solid. I mean, I'd like to be 6'2", 220.
It's not like extreme in any, one direction or another.
No, but I mean, if you see a 6'2", 220,
Look at his signature. Oh, his signature is crazy. The Miz with the tongue sticking out.
yeah,
It's hilarious.
2001, he was in the Real World. On the Real
Interesting.
World, and I can remember him saying it. I used to watch Real World all the time.
Was your show?
Yeah, I don't know why I liked it. Yeah, call me a little teeny bopper, I guess.
The Real World in
Yeah.
TV.
But he,
You were
yeah,
watching The Real World while I was watching MTV Cribs.
yeah. Real World and Road Rules. I would have loved to have been on that back in the day. But yeah, so that he created a character and he turned so. I think that's smart.
So
Brian
you would have been a
Osborne.
wrestler, wouldn't you? Professional wrestler.
Yeah, it would have been fun. Yeah.
That would have been your professional career.
Well, because man, they take a beating. That's why I chose golf. You can do
Even though it's mostly fake, there's still some physical
man,
involved.
I mean, night after night. I mean, they're still taking hits and tumbles and falls. We need to go to Gladeville Wrestling. Even at that low level, you watch it when they slap, when they do a chop, it's real. It can't feel good. Dude, if I get this guy to come as a guest, will you take a chop?
Dude,
from him?
I don't want to die here. I'm not trying to be.
I'll try on an outfit if you take a chop. That would be awesome, dude.
We'll see.
He's going to be a guest. We
We'll
can't
see.
talk it up and not have him.
we'll
I'll
see.
have to ask him. He may
See what he
no.
says first.
Yeah, I bet he would do it. We should set that up.
He'll chop me so hard I'll not get back up. I'm old.
Slaps, man. We got to go to Gladeville one Friday night.
I'm old now. I can't handle those things.
But to watch, I think it's entertaining. You'd have fun.
I think I'd have fun, huh?
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, so hopefully future anytime we're going to toss guests around, we get big enough, we'll start having guests.
Yep. Hopefully.
Good show. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for those of you who stuck with us.
Yeah. And, even though you didn't watch live, you can watch it on YouTube and watch our shorts. Look for them. I'm making...
Binge the shorts, baby.
Yeah. Yeah, we have
From
a
the
whole
king of
playlist.
shorts.
We have a whole playlist called The Shorts,
The
right?
shorts.
So everything I own, so that we could buy Club La Vila.
Oh, man.
Bring it back.
We'd have to live there, too. I don't know.
This has been a Scott Social Media production.
But I mean, hell, I'd be living on the beach. I'm fine with that.
Thank you.
Look at our parking.
I'm probably going to go to Notre Dame because Indiana, they're one big good team they play.
Oh, yeah, that
There's
does.
Ohio State, and they got rolled, right?
They got rolled.
I don't know if Notre Dame is Ohio State.
Notre Dame did have a better strength of schedule.
Yeah. Game, you get 5 days after your bowl game or after your final playoff game to declare for the portal. So
There's a whole bunch of players on these teams that could be still.
Yeah.
And that also refutes what Coach Franklin said about how his player had to get on the. Oh my gosh, he's so full of doo-doo.
Texas is just going to show them how it is. You know, they're not. They've never played anybody. Blah 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 blah.
Do you know the beginning of the year, like this could be your true Cinderella if they keep it close or win, but you know at the beginning of the year in the Big 12 conference they were picked last.
I heard that.
They were picked to finish last. Here's what Georgia is. You're going down the street, you see this house just up in flames, and you're like, man, I think everybody in there is probably dead. And then last second, here comes Georgia strolling out. Oh my God, they survived. Like, there's a few times. Yeah. Tennessee pulls this off and has like over 50% fans there. I'll say congratulations. Good job to you.